the
They got like a TV on the ceiling.
Exactly.
the classic bit that she and I used to do when doing TF2 Highlander way back in like 2013, 2014 was to all chat the other team and say, hey, hurry up and ready up. We have a dentist appointment in 10 minutes.
That's just fucking one time in ETS2L World Cup, fucking Zaylox did that. I was like, I have dentist in 15 minutes, you better get started. And I was like, that's my joke now, I'm taking that.
Oh, is it really?
It's a great bit.
The whole time I thought you were original.
Damn.
You know me well enough.
Alright. Anyway, now that we've been live for about 55 seconds, hello, my name is He Who Immerses Myself. I'm joined today by a fairy who has never seen this game before.
That's correct. I've seen just as much on the Twitch, on the video screens that we've been displayed so far.
Oh yeah.
We are here with a Tier 2 bingo match between Grape and Heckaroni, both of them sitting at a 5-2 record, both of them playoff bound. Folks, how are we doing?
I'm good. I'm excited
good.
for big old week 8. It'll be a fun one.
Yeah, the last week before playoffs. Seeds surely at stake here.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I am ready for both of you to deafen, and then I'll look for readies in the bingo sync chat.
All right, sounds good. GLHF.
I should post that I am live in places. And I believe my dashboard also needs updating. It's just been informed to me that I am currently playing in the Groove 2 rather than UFO 50, so that's a mistake.
I think it heightens the name. It gets people's eyes on it that wouldn't normally see it, you know?
Not exactly. There's always something you miss. Oh, Grape
yeah, for
is
sure.
purple. Alright, that should be updating now. And I'm just going to post. Alright, I have a ready from Heck. I did not realize there's now a notification sound for the bingo sync chat. That's new.
Yeah, I might mute that.
Alright. I am starting the card countdown now. That's all automatic so that I can take... Uh-oh, my bingo board is not on screen. That's cool. There it is. So, center square, we have the very hard Bushido ball, gold disc with default options. I never started my live split either because of the issues, but that's fine. Generals, we have 7 gifts from games on this card. So, a fairy that is... gifts are like something you get as like a basic achievement, either hitting a first boss or something similar. 4 levels in 5 different games. A lot of these games will have levels. And we're off. So Grape first going into Pilot Quest. Both players both going into Pilot Quest right away.
I did notice that there is another like very difficult task up in the
Oh
the
yes,
top right almost.
I forgot to mention that. So the thing about Pilot Quest is it is an idle game with another game attached to it. So both players are hitting it up early to get their idle stuff started so that they can make progress elsewhere.
Sure, that makes sense.
Hello, Amber.
Yeah, we already see Grape switching off of it.
Yep, we're pivoting over to camouflage. Camouflage square.
10 oranges.
10 oranges, yes. So this is a puzzle game. To very briefly describe what's going on, you have to match the color of the tiles that you're on, and find a safe place to do that before you get eaten by frogs or gators or birds.
Is the movement automated here, or are they also,
no.
It looks like they're moving.
It just, you can buffer movements, and it's pretty basic movement, so it can look a little automatic. Meanwhile, in pin golf, the combination of pinball and golf, we're looking for par or better on 5 courses, dunking every stroke. We did get a hole-in-one, so that is the gift for heckaroni. I don't think that's the hole-in-one shot there, nope. So, in addition to arcade golf game mechanics, you also have a mid-air dunk that you can use to give your ball extra speed and shoot it straight into the ground for bounces and stuff.
Oh, I see that, yeah. Doesn't look like it did much good for them there.
Yeah, so needing to dunk on every stroke is a blessing and a curse. I don't think we're getting par or better here. So I think we're going to have to stay through it for at least another hole. This will be 4 levels in one game. So just 4 more to go there.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
We're also nearing 4 levels in camouflage. We will have to hit that for the goal.
I think that both of those... I mean, I think you kind of have to if you're going to skip the 10 oranges there.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like, pin golf also...
It is 2 per level. I haven't seen any oranges left behind.
Is there anything on the board you think the players are maybe not going to... Maybe avoid is not the right word, but like deprioritize. Like, is there anything that sticks out to you as like just a frustrating thing or what?
Hyper contender for me is a very difficult goal. So it's one of those, either you're very good at it or you can't do it at all.
Oh yeah, I can see that. That makes sense.
Hyper contender, for reference, is a platform fighting game, and hyper difficulty is 2v1s.
Yeah, okay. The wording on the bingo board was like, okay, I can see why this would be a skill check, and it was just a question of like how much of it is going to be.
Alright, there's our 10 oranges. Heading back into Pilot Quest now.
Grape making a pit stop back in Pilot Quest that heckaroni did not. Heckaroni went straight to this game. I'm gonna know the name of the games. I'm gonna know all of them.
It's Cyber Owls. This game is...
Could not have guessed that with 10 tries.
This game is, it's a bit of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, knockoff.
I can see that, sure, yeah.
Oh, and we've entered a terminal code. I haven't explained those yet for Get Me Out. Which is also Cyber Owls, but it's specifically the rescue minigame. If Heck were to fail this mission, they could go and rescue Huxley here in a separate minigame. That's what you're seeing on the left-hand side right now. Also, hello to CEO and hello to Skousen. Hope you both are having a lovely day.
Am I right in thinking that these two are both in the same game, but they're seemingly going for different goals right now?
Yes, so we are in Hong Kong on Heckaroni, who's trying the pacifist clear of destroying only Road Toad, nothing else. Whereas Grape is in the top right corner trying to beat the rescue game using each owl. And this is kind of going a little haywire for both of them sitting on 1 health. Grape able to pull out the mission complete.
How many owls are there for rescuing?
There are 4. So
that's a pretty good head start.
Just did Engels. We are now using Gwyn. And Heck is about to meet the final boss, but again with 1 health. It's a little spooky. Well, the final boss for this stage, I should say. The thing
I wonder if either, once they do complete it, if they move into the other Night Owls one and sort of stay in the game, not realizing how far along the other person is for that.
It's very possible.
I suppose Heck is more likely to get their bingo here if they win. Oh, well, that will not help.
That is a mission failed for both of them.
On both screens, yeah.
So we are going to rescue Huxley to give that goal another shot.
Yeah, but Grape's on 3rd now.
August is asking what you think Bushido Ball is.
My guess for Bushido Ball is going to be something along the lines of you play a samurai on the other side of a shot put course, and your goal is to destroy the shot puts before they make it to where they want to go.
That is honestly not a bad shout.
I may not be totally knowledgeable on Bushido conceptually, but I think I'm probably, I think I could be certainly further off.
You'll see it when you get there. We'll say that.
Sure, yeah.
Honestly, both of the Bushido Ball goals, very tricky if you don't know what you're doing, so I'm not sure if we're going to open that.
Gold disc with default options. It's like, okay, there are some games where you pull up and the default options are just about the best you can get. I come from Team Fortress 2, where that is very much not the case.
The player's in a bit of trouble here, also.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heck just taking the reset is gonna go into the terminal and nope, thought about it. I think we're going back to Hong Kong for Road Toad.
No, they're backing out altogether. They're gonna.
Nope, go into Pilot Quest.
Pit stop, yeah. No, this is actually Heck's 3rd pit stop here, and Grape has yet to return. But Grape has also spent this entire time in rescue.
Yeah, Grape failing on Octavio, now getting another shot. Octavio's a bit of a tough one He's got the most health, but he's melee only. Very easy to get comboed out and destroyed. I believe Grape has wins with Huxley and Engel. I think we're still looking for Gwyn and Octavio. So the thing about Cyber Owls, all 4 characters are like different games. Gwyn plays a lot like Metal Gear, where it's an actual stealth game for these special agents. Imagine that. Huxley, you saw, was the rail shooter. Or I guess Engel is more of a rail shooter, but a different kind of rail shooter. And Octavio is like a traditional beat-em-up game. So that is a mission success for Octavio. We already have Engel, I believe. Yep, we're just dying out here. And we just need Gwyn.
Random?
Yeah, it's randomly assigned in this terminal. It's basically just the mini game in a row for streaking.
Gotcha, okay. And looks like they found what they were looking for here.
Sayo makes an excellent point, by the way. It's kinda stealth. You kinda just run.
Yeah, it's the stealth of certain games that are like, you should do this stealthily, and it's like, okay, can I go in with the Tommy gun also? Yes. I'm gonna do that instead.
Okay, and this looks like it's the square. So now, by the way, we are into the game part of Pilot Quest, which is very Zelda 1. Kind of getting destroyed here by all the little worlds. So while this goal can be very good and get taken care of off the rip, I don't think we're going to see that here. We need to hit Big Borg 40 times in order to defeat him with the basic weapons, and we have 20 seconds to do that.
Interesting that Grape chose to not stick into Cyber Owls and to just back out entirely, not going for the Hong Kong box.
So this is Waldorf's journey. This is Waldorf. He's on a journey.
This has a lot of like Echo the Dolphin energy to me. It's Echo the Dolphin, or it's that one misspelled Titanic game.
Titanic? There's
That
a dark
one, yeah.
shape on the horizon. So we have 2 puffins, which are basically extra lives if we fall.
In the sense that the walrus eats the puffin?
No, the puffins will come pick Waldorf up.
Oh, that's much nicer.
They fly away. He eats the fish. He eats the fish, and the fish bar goes up, which help him fly.
Listen, I know what walruses eat. I just couldn't make assumptions necessarily as to why the puffins
That's
were
understandable.
extra lives.
Alright, that's chest.
So is this Kick Club that Heckaroni is playing?
That is Kick Club.
I am glad I got one. I looked over at the screen. I'm like, what makes me think soccer? I was told I'm going to understand Bushido Ball when we get there, and this isn't giving me that energy.
Yeah, we're just here to beat Track World. By the way, I think neither player technically getting credit for the Cyber Owl's gift because the terminal code doesn't count, and I don't believe Heck actually successfully did the
Heck tried that
minigame.
one try and then locked it off.
That's a very quick 4 puffins at once. And also the Waldorf gift. There it is.
I love the legally distinct bullet bill shuttlecocks.
That is a game over in Kick Club. Going right back into it. I think we are very close to a gold disc. Oh, so yeah, the Puffin's gonna rescue Waldorf. He's just gotta make it to that flying staircase, yeah.
And
We're using the canned fish to fill up the food.
To beat a level or something like that, yeah.
That is actually the end of the game. It's a very quick game.
Oh, that's okay.
So that would accomplish us a gold disc. Within UFO 50, there's gold discs, which are just beat the game, and then cherry disc, which is like a high score or speed run or that sort of thing. Deathless in some games. Oh, that is going to be a cherry. Cashing in our Puffins for 50 on the dot. You don't need to do this. This is entirely unnecessary. You can just beat the game. That is allowed. And that's the most I'm going to backseat our gamers tonight. Is please just beat the game. I promise you it's better than going for more shells. Amber is telling me swag is essential. I'm going to respectfully disagree. Victory at all costs. Even if those costs... If you're spending swag points to win the bingo game, I think it's worth it.
Yeah. We do see Grape finally coming back into the idle game.
Yep, just picking up one meat. Just picking up one meat. And then we're going to leave for another 5 minutes. I think we're tackling Big Borg with either 2 or 3, which I don't mind. And now heading to Onion Delivery. Fairy, what do you think Onion Delivery is about?
I am going to... Oh, it's like a delivery driver game. Almost like Grand Theft Auto energy, like the old school Grand Theft Autos.
It is a bit more like Crazy Taxi in that you're going all around the map. But imagine having to drive a car that just kind of sucks and doesn't do what you want it to. And that's the charm of Onion Delivery. So you'll see.
There's a joke to be made there about 1992 Toyota Camry, but
I'm told it's so misleading. But yeah, Onion Delivery is a bit about map memorization, about taking efficient routes between random places.
Yeah, it does sort of seem like it's you're going for specific check marks. I'm not seeing anywhere on the screen where the check marks are indicated. Is it the radar?
Yeah, the radar, and there's also the location name. So we're currently trying to go to Enforce HQ, and unfortunately taking a death and immediately pivoting.
That'll happen, yeah.
Well, Matt, maybe I'm just a shitty driver. Magic Garden. So this is the Yuri game.
Oh, good. There has to be one.
It's a bit like combining Snake and Pac-Man.
In all of the worlds, if you told me to guess what Magic Garden was, that would not have come to mind.
Mm-hmm. So, we are collecting the red oppies and trying to avoid the blue ones. Failing to avoid that bloppy.
You say Snake and Pac-Man, it almost reminds me of Snake and... God, what was the name of that game again? It'll come back to me, I'm sure, but...
By the way, noting that heckaroni...
That's what it was.
By the way, noting that heckaroni did enter a top 5 score in Kick Club. And we've got a Magic Garden race. So this is a bit of a score rush. You get potions by saving oppies and chains, and those potions are your power pellets. They will let you get rid of the blue oppies. Gold ones will also give you more red oppies on the board to deal with. But we don't want to save too many, and we want a lot of potions for a big score chain, because we're trying to hit 10,000 points before we save 10. This might be a bit premature of a pickup. for both players, honestly. I don't hate the choice to get 3 on the board for Heck. But that is our chain, and we're only at
Maybe considering a reset.
7,200. That might be salvageable because we've still got a lot of room to work with. This is one where I'm never sure when it's safe to do it, and because the scoring is kind of multiplier based, I either miss it or I crush it. I'm never close. I think this is okay for Grape as long as he builds up a red chain, and then immediately, if you don't drop the red oppies on the star tiles that are
Keep them forever.
moving around, if you drop them elsewhere, they will become blue oppies. So that's a nice way to get score. It is going to be... Oh, it's not going to be necessary. So that is another square for Grape.
Yeah, that's just a bunch of time.
And probably an immediate pivot, only seconds away for Heck, but it's already been sniped. And that feels bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't... That's rough. That's rough for sure. Are they staying in the game at this point for one of the generics? Or...
Yeah, so it is a quick gold disc. It is a quick gift. I did mark the high score. So it's just a matter of when we leave. For a gift, Hex just got to deliver 10 oppies in a single drop onto the star tiles. You have 12 of them there. It's just a matter of having it clean.
That makes sense.
Now entering Planet Zoldath. This is the big roguelike. Oh, we have succumbed to Zoldath.
Is that like an
New
Oregon
map.
Trail, like, dysentery? Just like, you have a tiny, infinitesimal chance of just dying at any given point?
Well, no, he got shot.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
Walked right past the worm dogs there, who just immediately shot them. So in this, we just need to drop 4 items at the ship. Picking up the boomerang here. You'll also see on the right-hand side our 4 resources. Those are like things you can trade, or like things that are needed to use certain items. Out of curiosity, if you had to give each one of these a name, there's no community consensus.
The resources?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna go based off looks. I think the blue one looks like crystal, like just a crystalline formation. The sort of darker red brown one looks like almost like cocoa to me. The green looks like some sort of like plant or like seed of some kind. And then the purple one is hard to decode. It almost looks like a bad turnip or something, which is, I mean, it's not, but it kind of has that look somewhat.
Yeah, so for me, it's crystals, it's ginger, it's lettuce, and it's turnips.
Ginger, I see ginger, sure, yeah.
A lot of people just have their own names for things, so I always like to ask when I'm casting.
Yeah, I can see.
We've got purple as spiders. We've got purple as grapes in the chat. Magic Garden gift picked up, thank you. I am mostly looking at Planet Zoldath right now. We got our 10 Oppie Droppy. The green I sometimes see called brains.
Okay, sure.
And then you have people like Spooty and my girlfriend who just go straight. It's blue, brown, green, purple. That's all it is.
I will say, credit to those folks. That was my first gut mental instinct of like, I'm gonna call them by their colors, and then I was like, well, that seems, not disingenuous, but like a little bit against the spirit of the question.
All right. I need to mark
Back in
gold disc.
Cyber Owls. But
Leaderboard.
this time they won't have any expectation of getting the second one. They know that there's only one here to claim.
That's very true. And I believe that is our fourth item in Planet Zoldath. We have the Metamorpher, and we're just finding our ship again. It's not too late to succumb to Zoldath, but I think this is just about over. Yes, so we have the bombs, we have the hazard boots, we have the boomerang, and we have the Metamorpher, and that is 4 items at the ship. So Grape with a huge 5-1 lead, having a lot cleaner execution and going for some easier goals as well. Plus the snipe in Magic Garden helps. Plus what's potentially about to be a snipe in Pilot Quest, because we got 2 meat here.
We'll see, because they've spent a lot less time in Pilot Quest than Heckaroni has.
So the thing about Pilot Quest, we have 1 meat that gives us 120 seconds in the wild zone. We're about to have a second, so that'll double that. And that might be enough time to... Oh, never mind. We're not making our attempt now. So another meat will show up in 5 minutes. And if you enter Pilot Quest too often, that 5-minute timer will reset.
Gotcha. So we're going to spend some time in onion delivery, and in a little over 5 minutes presumably we'll head back to Pilot Quest and
you never know.
Take action? Who knows?
I also only learned recently that it was 5 minutes because of a match where someone was entering Pilot Quest just a bit too often, like every 4.5 minutes, and never getting another meat that they needed. So now, making our way to Road Toad with far more health on Heckaroni's side. Grape needing 4 more deliveries. 3 more now. That's right, no meat.
Seems to be going much better for Heckaroni this time, yeah?
Yeah. Having a full life into the boss fight rather than 1 health is significant.
Yeah, because he's just able to tank that just there. And there you go.
Down goes Road Toad. Mission complete. Now, we are sticking around in Cyber Owls. Probably just going to lose very quickly. Oh, taking a reset instead. I don't know if it's faster to reset if your goal is the gift, but we are switching to the much lower health Gwyn. And then we're going to probably pull Huxley out for the rescue. We have 8 onions in a single day and completed the day, so now we're on day 2 in onion delivery, where it is raining. And your car will spin out of control if it hits a puddle.
As it does when one rains, yeah?
Yep.
So is this for a gift or the
This is
level
the gift.
completion?
Doing a second day will give you a gift. If we go further, it's for level completion.
Sure.
Speaking of, Heckaroni almost certainly has 4 levels in Kick Club. I'm pretty sure I saw them at 1/6.
What's the logic here with heckaroni going into a rescue?
That is the gift for Cyber Owls. As soon as he makes it back to Gwyn, that is the gift. You see the little house pop up in the corner.
Gotcha, okay.
Where to now? That is the onion delivery gift. We're into Rakshasa. So this is a game where you start out dead. Literally die frame 1, it's that difficult. And you have a revival minigame to return to life. If you fail at any point, it's game over. I'm going to ignore the game on the left because I know next to nothing about Vanger. Oh, that is another death in Rakshasa, so now we have a slightly harder revival minigame. And took a hit, and that's game over. Our goals in Rakshasa are both to beat the green bridge mini-boss by arriving with 4 skulls, so we gotta take 3 deaths before getting to the first mini-boss, and 25,000 points. The thing about Rakshasa is once you start dying, it gets very hard very quickly.
Yeah, I'm seeing more enemies showing up. I'm seeing more moving things on the screen.
So these might be 2 separate attempts here. We might do the mini-boss and then we might reset for the 25,000 points.
Yeah, we're at, this is 3 skulls here. We're at
this is also a gift. Except it's a game over instead. Over in Vanger, we got our Metroidvania gameplay here, with the additional gravity flip of VVVVVV. Except it's a little bit better.
There are some gravity flip places in like Metroid.
It's a little bit better because you just flip whenever you want. You don't have to be touching a platform in order to flip. So if you're in a long vertical elevator shaft type deal, you can just spam that button and stay in the air forever. Heckaroni is really having a tough time with Rakshasa right now. A couple of...
It doesn't seem like a particularly easy game, for sure.
First minigame deaths. The movement is also a bit restrictive. It's very Ghosts and Goblins-esque. You have you're slower than everything else.
Games.
Your jumps are committal. It's a time. Right, that is heat mod equipped. I think that's the Vanger gift. Yes, it is. Or heat mod collected, I should say, not equipped yet, I think. Again, I'm not a Vanger head. Now that it's heat mod equipped. Okay. And we're heading to collect a key code from a major boss. So we gotta fight a major boss. We now have 4 skulls in Rakshasa.
It's one more than necessary, maybe. Yeah, but you're here at the boss now, so...
Yes, that is the boss.
Assuming they win, which...
Taking another hit, need another revive. You do get a little bit of invincibility when you have rings close together. You gotta collect all these rings here. Doing well to avoid everything right. Oh, there's the hit.
No.
Spoke just a moment too soon.
That's frustratingly close to a success there.
Oh, are we attempting Verde skip? We have attempted and failed Verde skip. Red Robot is, of course, awarded 1 tile as the Red Robot of Verde skip. This is the speedrun tech fairy where you try to damage boost through these spikes by luring the robot in.
Hey, it worked that time.
So just for everybody keeping track at home, the score is now 6-2 to 1. Red Robot has a point.
Good for them. You never want to get shut out so bad that you don't even get a single point.
Yeah, it was very nicely done second try.
I do like that heckaroni hasn't like backed out here. I think if you back out, then like that's a lot of time that you spent on something you're not even going to end up getting anytime soon.
It's always a question of the sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah, that's fair. I may be too committal sometimes, but I mean I think you know getting the attempt going.
I mean, both squares, especially the mini bridge boss, or the bridge mini boss, are in good places for Heck to go for if we're after bingos. Yet another unfortunate game over.
Is this about to be another check mark for Grape? It almost looks like it.
I believe so. But again, I barely play Vanger. I don't know what a major boss is. I believe it is that.
Surely the major boss is just stand there. Yeah, there it is. The check mark.
Heading back into Pilot Quest. Thank you, Ivan, for confirming.
Okay, now we've got 4 meat.
4 meat. That's plenty of time. We've given Slard our meat, and now we're in the wild zone. So we have 8 minutes. Keep in mind that any time we take damage, that will reduce our time in the wild zone. But I think this is way more than enough. We just want to clean out the enemies that are going to give us a hard time, and then we're going to hug the wall.
Now I have maybe a self-answering question. That meat's non-refundable, sure?
Nope, it is a one-time use. You can get it from drops.
Well, sure, but you know, if they fail here, they're not able to come back in with another 6 minutes on the clock.
Nope. We'd have to go back and wait. That is the green bridge boss down, getting plenty of points for our efforts. So that's huge.
Yeah, but it's not going to be.
I'm
25k.
Slightly worried about our long-term prospects of hitting 25k with everything and very quick death.
I mean, I think you have to be of 2 minds. I think
and we're pivoting.
Either you're going for the 3 stall or you're going for 25k. I don't think you can really do both.
Back to Magic Garden? We already have this gift. We have Big Borog down. Once we cleared out the enemies on the side, the little Borogs, you could say, it all went very smoothly.
I wonder if this is a mistake on heckaroni's part. They just don't realize that.
I think so. Oh, we're now in Bushido Ball. You get to see how correct your prediction was. Is it Samurai Shot Put or Gold Disc with default options? We must be going to win the first match as every character. We've got Samurai Pong.
Yeah, I was. Okay, sure. I think that this is. Why he turn into to tree spouts?
Chiome's a ninja. She's
They
she's
just do
there.
that?
She's certainly there. She's doing her best. Does the leaderboards play from Heck? Did they forget to enter the leaderboard when they got the goal?
That might be it. No, they both have Magic Garden marked on the leaderboard one.
I mean, I have marked those,
Oh,
but I might
okay,
be
well,
wrong.
they're backing out now, so.
Pivoting over to Ninpek, so I do believe this is a top 5 score play.
Yeah, this is not. There's no standalone box for this one.
Ninpek, kind of a very self-explanatory game. It's a side-scrolling.
What's the game it's reminding me of? It's something.
Yeah.
One of those old school games, basically just like this, but slightly different aesthetic.
So I know top 3 was 8,000. I don't remember where top 5 is.
Yeah, Grape. I think this is Grape's 4th character that they're.
Yes, it is the 4th character on the list. So this is Raizo. He's cool. He's who I play when I play Bushido Ball.
With all of my love and respect, this does look like a youth character.
Damn! What you don't know is that when he wins, he pays off the ref.
That.
So that man, I have been paying off my casters, haven't I? Give them bits every time. I see Pogo, so it's my mistake on the Magic Garden leaderboard. I marked that prematurely. But we do have our Ninpek.
There's 5, yeah.
That is top 5. Seaside Drive, another good one. Especially if Magic Garden's being mean all of a sudden.
Beat stage 2, so I mean that'll help with some of the generics also.
That's true. And that is a Chiome win, which is usually the stumbling block for this goal. We just have Yamada, who is the character people speedrun with because you can just cheese any fight. We're not going to see the Yamada cheese, though.
Yeah, that's not a good opening start.
Not exactly. I think technically it counts as serve interference with laws on, but you can simply take your fouls and still win very quickly.
I love the the implication that you like. I mean, not implication because you've made it very clear that it's possible, but like the idea of actually you can just play with lots off. No
Yes.
rules.
The rules that I know of are stalling, weapon fouls, which is, slapping your opponent with your weapon. Projectiles are fine, though. And serve interference, which is hitting the serve before the person who is being served to.
It's very funny to me to see Grape lose to a character, reset to get a new one, roll into the same character, and just I'm gonna try again.
Yep.
Give me someone else.
Sometimes it's matchup based, sometimes it's mental. Either way.
Presumably, this is the level 1 boss.
That's correct. In Seaside Drive, that is the level 1 boss. We did take a death, so we are not seeing the mini game for the gift, but that is faster.
Yeah, probably better to just get the default, like the box over with,
Ghost, since you haven't played this is Seaside Drive that we're seeing. It's really fun. Again, a shooter on rails, but you build up your shot by drifting. So it encourages a lot of side-to-side movement, a lot of bullet dodging to be done. The plot of the game goes a little off the rails because in Stage 1 you're fighting against the military-industrial complex, in Stage 2 you're fighting against shapes. And it just escalates from there.
Listen, I think I would take a fight with the law of physics if I could. It's so interesting to me that Grape, I feel like Grape has spent as much time on this 6th character as they have on the previous 5. This one is just not agreeing. There we go.
There we go. Where to now?
Realized. This I don't believe has... Yeah, this is just for generic.
We do have collect all 3 stars on 3 different levels, which is listed as a hard goal, but I think it's pretty simple. So this is Hitman.
Oh, I do see Realized. Okay. I had missed that on my my look through. You said this is Hitman.
Yes.
It sure looks like it's Hitman in the sense that you hit men. It sure doesn't look like it's Hitman in the sense that is a video game IP.
It plays very similar. Just with more clown shoes, as Lizstar put it. This game can go off the rails, excuse the pun, in very hilarious ways very quickly. That's an interesting... Okay, that was fine.
Heckaroni is now down to 0 lives remaining in this second stage.
Which is spooky.
I believe they came into it with all 3.
2. It's spooky because
to be harder than the military-industrial complex.
I would agree with that. This boss is kind of... I would say the toughest of all 4, really. So we did get our leaderboards.
Yeah, I did see that they placed 5 there. Oh, we've got another joining into Rail Quest now.
Yeah. We're double train robbery here. Oh, shot twice. Could have been shot 3 times, but the other guy was stunned.
I tell myself that when I wake up every day. Could have been shot 3 times. So if this, I think this is Grape's second level.
Yes,
I think
this
they've
is
already
the second
completed
level.
one.
They played the first one twice, so the 3 stars that we're looking for are a speed time, a pacifist clear, and a kill all the lawmen clear.
Oh,
For
nice.
our speed star, our angel star, and our devil star, respectively. Except they're in a different order on the screen, because I said them out of order, but you can ignore that part.
Are they all mutually exclusive? Because 2 of those definitely are.
2 of them are. You can absolutely get the speed clear, usually with the pacifist clear, sometimes
That tracks.
with the devil clear.
Seems like it would be harder to kill all the lawmen and do it real quick than it is just, run through the stage not a shooter.
This game also has some wacky speed tech. I don't think we're going to see it, but of all the games with kind of broken physics, this is the one that like has a task where you're zipping through walls and stuff.
Listen, every good game needs a little bit of footage.
And in UFO 50, they put it all right here.
I do like that in this one that you can just punch out the walls of these trucks or trains.
Mm-hmm. So now we're going for the speed clear and presumably the angel star for mission 2 on Grape's side, and just entering it now for heckaroni.
Well, is the angel star maim or kill?
Angel star is pacifist. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Alright, so that's 3 out of 3 stars on 2 levels now for Grape. But I believe heckaroni is made up ground. It's a little tricky to tell because they did things in a different order. But I think this is Grape's to lose still. I think the lead they have is big enough. The lead he has, I should say, is big enough.
I'm wrapping my mind around the functionality of like time-based, turn-based, like playing.
Oh, especially with immediately getting shot here. Yeah, a lot of these games have a lot of ideas, and oh, picking up the super punch now. This should be a much quicker Devil Star now for Heck. You can just come around. No timers needed because everybody's just gonna die as soon as they realize they're being robbed.
As one does.
Trying a punch boost, but not really gonna get it. I respect it.
So there's the third star.
And Grape's lead is kind of evaporated now because they took a death. Heck is just putting that lawman in the in timeout there.
Definitely, if I'm seeing two players on the same game, you definitely want to see it closer than
not. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
So that is our Devil Star for Grape. And we're going back. This might be dangerous for... Well, it's dangerous for Heck, but they're still alive, which is more than I could say for Grape right now.
Yeah, I like to just like I'm going to duck because I know that my turn is about to run out, and the last thing I want is to get shot off the train.
Yep. Could have just punched... Oh, no, because we're going for the
Pacifist.
Pacifist and the speed time. So now we just have the Devil Star left. Whereas Grape has the Devil Star and is just looking for the other two. If we work together here, this tile would be marked, but sadly...
I feel like that's maybe not in the spirit of the competition. I will say, just like gut instinct, I feel like it's probably easier to get Devil than it is Pacifist plus speed.
On some levels, I'd agree, but not all. So we have our gun pulled out, but we're facing the wrong way. I don't know if this... Yep, that spells disaster for Heck. And that is the square marked as well for Grape, who is continuing in Rail Heist for another level. Which I'm realizing I'm probably way behind on right now. Bushido Ball, we just did the first level a million times, that doesn't count. Actually no, we're not that far behind on levels.
Actually no, this is heckaroni's first time into onion delivery.
Yep. So, right now, Grape has blocked all possible bingos. And is sitting at a 10-4 lead, having sniped Heck twice. It's going to be difficult for Heck to come back.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good estimation. Like I don't think it's impossible, but I think that I think it's an uphill battle, and there isn't a ton of time left to surmount that.
Who knows, though? Grape could keep getting wrecked by lawmen with their near instant reaction times.
Yeah, I mean that is one benefit for Heck, where I think Heck's benefit here is probably to be going after those bespoke squares, whereas Grape I think is maybe looking to clear out a couple more sort of generic objectives.
So where Grape rolled the rain on day 2, Heck rolled the giant onion monster who's looking for its children.
I mean that's sometimes what you gotta do on the job.
And now, having had the gift, Heck is going to pivot to Vanger to pick up the heat mod as well. Onion delivery, there we are. And Grape is going to Campanella, which is not going to be a gift from games on this card, but it is going to be levels.
Do we think that they're going for Reach Egg Saber only firing forward?
That is actually Campanella 3, which is a different game than Campanella.
I missed the 3 there.
That's a frequent mistake. People have definitely, when rushing generals, hopped into Campanella not realizing that it's Campanella 2 or 3. But that is 4 levels in Campanella. Now doing Kick Club, which is also very fast. Oh, pivoting out of Kick Club and going to Mooncat, which is faster for 2 levels. I'm not sure about 4. So the thing about Mooncat is that every screen transition counts as a level specifically in the game.
This is a wild energy for like a player character avatar.
Yeah, so that's your Mooncat. It's just a little guy.
Yeah.
Mooncat is a very interesting game. I'm not going to say too much about it. Oh, we need to hit a button here. There we go. The fetus cutscene is now over. Mooncat is a very interesting game to pick up for the first time. I'm not going to say too much, but it manages to make basic movement feel very unintuitive, and then you still get very second nature at it. And I'm not going to say any more in case you ever find yourself in a position to play Mooncat.
I'll keep that in mind, yeah.
I believe we are at 4 levels already, yes. Level scene 5, so that's 4, because you need to see 5 levels in order to beat 4.
That makes sense, yeah. We're back in Sunset Drive. Or Seaside Drive, my bad.
That's alright.
Both of us heading into Seaside Drive, interesting. I guess it's available.
Your microphone is starting to crackle a bit. If that's just how it's going to be, that's fine, but if there's like a quick and easy fix. So, Seaside. Not much to talk about for a bit. We're all just vibing.
Yeah, we've seen this stuff. Let me know if the mic sounds better than now.
It does.
Okay, I've unplugged it, plugged it back in. You know, typical technology magic.
So while we're playing Seaside Drive here, I'm just going to very quickly check my own stream to make sure that we didn't complete 4 levels in Rail Heist. I think we only did 3.
I don't believe we went to a 4th.
No, we did in fact complete 4.
Shows how much I know. Sorry, folks. I know you came here for my insightful and knowledgeable commentary on UFO 50, and I'm feeling you.
These things happen. At least I gave myself the screen real estate this time to actually check on such things rather than seeing it get marked off and go,
Yeah, I know that feeling. I was doing a broadcast earlier this year where like I did not have enough screen space, so I like adjusted like half of my room setup to be able to give myself a third monitor.
Both players now in the minigames, so this is a gift for Heck. And unless it fails, a gift for Grape. And so it's pretty much all going to come down to boss execution here. We are very close.
Yep. I was looking at the bingo board, and obviously we're sort of running out of like bespoke boxes of just like play this game in this way. Um, but I did find it interesting. Just and this is almost a way sort of with how the bingo board got set up. We have the role player like you know level up all your characters twice in Divers, Valbrace, and Grimstone. We hadn't seen either player care about that box at all, just because presumably because those three games show up nowhere else on the board.
Yep.
Like there is the only value other than the generic sort of beat four levels and five different games or what have you, right? The only value there is 1/6 or 1/3 of a single box.
And theoretically, that goal, I believe, can be done in about 10 minutes, about 10 to 12 minutes. But that requires a little bit of game knowledge, I think in particular in Valbrace, that I certainly don't have. I don't know if anybody else has. But basically, Valbrace has some RNG manipulation type stuff going on where it resets the RNG seed anytime you hit reset.
Right, gotcha. I think there's also something to be said about like you can't go for that early because you're giving up 10 to 12 minutes
Yeah.
for your opponent to just be grabbing entire boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like towards the end of it, you have a lot of progress in these sort of generic ones where it's like, am I going to go and play 3 different games for this bespoke box that doesn't give me any advantage anywhere else, or am I just going to try and lock in these generic boxes, or these single game bespoke boxes like Seaside Drive?
And that's part of what makes bingo so intriguing.
Yeah, it is interesting to see this this bingo box show up. That's like, okay, yeah, this is grabbable, and it wouldn't even take all that much time to do it. However, are you going to really spend that time, given that it doesn't contribute anywhere else? Because we've seen both players spend a fair bit of time on bespoke boxes just to get.
Now we're at the part where it gets spooky. Heck already has this ball down to red, has it down, and just gets to mark that square now. Well, now.
I think if you're Heck, you're probably feeling glad. I mean, I guess you don't know how much, you don't know that you're stealing.
Please don't hold it.
You're going to be happy.
You've got to mark it. You've got to mark the square.
That's going to be important.
Grape is about to get this. Grape is about to get this.
It's going to be a huge fumble.
And
if this happens this way.
You can hold tiles. You can choose to hold tiles.
Okay.
Holy cow!
Yeah. And now
holy cow!
Backing out.
Yeah, we're finding our other levels elsewhere, I believe.
Oh my goodness! I didn't realize I could get like. Obviously, there was the stress of like you're both in the game, you're both going like, you're fairly close in pace, and then just the like, fun guy, you did it. You gotta click the button.
Both of them held for longer than I had expected, especially with Grape having the threat of bingo. I think you just mark that as soon as stage 2 clear pops up.
What's beyond wild too is that heckaroni is going to have no idea. Heckaroni is going to have zero idea that like it was that close in the first place. I don't know necessarily that it's going to impact the end round scoring as we get into sort of the final 20 minutes or so, but like, oh man.
That was that close to being the end of the game via bingo.
Oh yeah,
we were seconds away.
That even. We've seen Grape go through Kit Club and now the golf game that I definitely remember the name of off the top of my head.
Pin golf.
That one, yeah.
We
Looks
got
like
pin
they're,
golf
they're
and
primarily collecting generics.
the Bushido ball very hard. Yeah, this is a fairly quick gold disc. 18 holes. They're not too long. Missing the hole in one tragically there. Because if that doesn't shoot out the top, it kind of just rolls right in for you.
Yeah, there's the Yamada just like run in, hit the ball before your opponent does.
Heckaroni is not on default options, so this actually isn't for the square because victory is normally at 8 points. This is also a gold disc play. So we're about to have all 4 of the fastest gold discs marked off, but 2 by each player. Heck with a little bit of a lead. And then Grape's bingo plays become a lot trickier because that means doing the egg saber firing only forwards and the role player goal.
Yeah, without a lot of time left in the game to do so.
That's a quick 2 cherries for Heck. Now opening Waldorf. Theoretically, we can just get lucky with some canned fish and full send it to the end. We're not trying for puffins. Lot of fish. Nothing good from the shop there, but that's fine.
Interestingly, making the choice to actively move towards the puffins.
It is extra lives. It does help with consistency, but it is slightly slower. Uh-oh. Okay, we're bailing there. That is hole 12 now complete for, or hole 11 complete for Grape, so we're chunking right through this. Oh, missed the puffin. We're just gonna have to keep going.
Just barely making it onto the island only in this.
69% of the way there. It's pretty nice. Another puffin. This is going very well for Heck right now. Lots of canned fish. Here we are. This is... We're just going for it now. Don't stop until we're in there. JK, we're stopping just a bit early. Get another fish, and we just gotta line up.
There it goes. Yeah.
Well done. Heck, not sticking around for cherry disc. We're just getting the gold and getting out and going to camouflage. This isn't slow, but it's slower. I should be updating the golds on Heck's side. They're up 3-1 in this race.
Just for my own clarification's sake, are these sort of generic cards going to be distributed based on who's ahead, like if time runs out?
No, it is only what is marked.
Gotcha, okay. interesting to see like the strategy difference since the last time we saw camouflage, where there was the very intention of like get 10 oranges or whatever,
Yes.
or you're remaining camouflaged as much as you can and what have you, and it's like no, that's
You just gotta
Heckaroni
run to
does
the
not
end.
need to do that at all. You get in, you get out as soon as you can.
Get yellow, get green, walk behind the frog. Now the big question here is, are we taking the north path or the south path? The north path is simpler. The south path is faster. We're going for speed.
Makes sense. I'd probably do
So,
that.
as described to me, we want blue and then we want yellow, and that's very simple. Okay. I forget the route for this one all the time because I normally go north route. That is now a cherry disc in Pin Golf for Grape. Heading to Magic Garden for a gold. Or a cherry, I guess, suppose. And I do think Heckaroni is going to win this race. It could go south, but I don't think Magic Garden +1 happens before Camouflage at this point.
I think that makes sense, yeah.
This level introduces the sun, which will get rid of the blue,
Yeah.
some or all of it, and turn it to yellow. From marsh to sand, or how have you. This one's tricky, although I normally don't get that fast blue without being seen by the frog once the gator walks away. The gator will provide you some cover from frogs it walks in front of. Yep, that's it. That's through. I believe we took a death in Magic Garden because we're back to 6 saved. And we need 200. This level introduces the opposite of the sun, the rain, which will turn
Rainbow.
our yellow and brown. No, the rainbow happens at the end. You might not even see
No, I
it.
was saying rain good.
Oh, rain good.
See the first death for Heckaroni, this camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously not out of it yet, but
It is very unpunishing. It's not a level start over. It's not anything like that. It's, you go back 2 squares. Sometimes this leads you to chain feeding a gator, but here it's fine. Caught right away. Don't think we need green. I think we need this yellow. Yeah, there we go. Now Hex on the path.
Oh, that's not good.
Nope, that isn't good either. And as I said, we're now chain feeding the gator. We just gotta wait patiently.
Yeah, take a deep breath. Wait a moment. Wait for the shot.
There we go. Having a better time of it now in Magic Garden. We have 4 potions just sitting and waiting. We don't even need them.
Yeah, this.
Oh
this-
no! That's a death.
Caster's curse.
Always happens. It is better, in my opinion, for speed to pick up the gold potions as soon as you get them, because it will give you more oppies on the board that you can pick up, which speeds things up quite a lot. And that is gold potions only. The red, green, and blue do not do that.
Makes sense.
So, for me, if I see a gold, I'm picking it up immediately. And I would even go as far as to force spawn in the golds by dropping off in by skipping having 6, 7, or 8 dropped off at once and have 9 all the time, or building groups of 9 with things smaller than 6. I'm explaining it poorly.
That's perfectly fine.
That's on me.
I feel like bad for Heckaroni here because like I feel like they were doing very well in camouflage up until like the last couple levels, and they've just sort of like fallen into like just like a funk almost of like not sure where to put the critters and stuff. And,
well, we are almost to the end. Sometimes that can just go down to trying to buffer your inputs. Oh, not that way.
Yeah.
And now we go green. And now we are yellow. And that should be it. We are through to the last level of the game, which is hardly a level. The question is, are we going to see the swag skip? Hold down. We are not holding down. We're trying, but we're not getting... You can hide behind that gator and get all the way up the ladder. I think it might just be better to start over here. Or just wait for the gator to come back around. Nope. That is the start over. Oh, still just not quite fast enough.
Yeah, just trying to figure out the movement.
And we're just going to wait this time around.
I think it's probably for the best.
It's for the best, but it's terrifying when you're... Oh. Oh, oh, there's the bird.
Oh, that's real cute. I like that a lot.
Oh, heck. Oh, heck. This is so hard to watch right now.
Is it possible to go fast enough to get?
Yes, that is the swag skip. Basically, you just hold down until you need to hold right. There we go. We got it.
There it is.
So that is our 4th gold disc. And now the chameleon becomes a rainbow.
We immediately head over to the club, yeah.
We are trying to beat Track World. So here we are in Racket World. Because in Kick Club, you beat up tennis players.
Interesting to see going into Party House. That would not have been what my expectation would have been.
I think this is just a majority play. We just need 2 more squares. The generals are all gobbled up except for role player. Now, Party House. You've heard of deck builders. This is a Rolodex builder. You are throwing parties, spending your popularity to get guests that help you do things, taking a reset, and moving over... Oh, high or low? Best wishes. It's right there. Best wishes works great for this. Awesome. The thing about throwing parties, though, you'll see a bunch of guys with X's by their heads. You have 4 wild buddies in your starting Rolodex of 10. And if 3 of them show up...
Buddies?
Wild buddies. If 3 of them show up, so do the cops. So we started off by buying hippies to calm everyone down a little bit. And we're just trying to get money now to expand the house.
I love that one of the wild buddies is just a literal dinosaur.
Is a literal...
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. So the wild buddies are the 4 that are showing up right now. We have not purchased more trouble. But yeah, we do have the monkey, we have the dinosaur, and we have the rock star. And in order to win, we need 4 star guests, which today, in this scenario, are the genies and the dinosaurs. In order to win the scenario, that is, in this tile, we want 6 star guests in a party at once. So not only do we need more, we need our 4 star guests to not show up at the same party. until everybody's ready, basically.
Gotcha. So it's like a resource management game almost.
Yes.
I guess that deck builder is a subsection of.
I need to step away for the briefest of moments. You keep the masses entertained.
Sure. Yeah. So for folks who are maybe unaware, did not catch the start of the stream. Hi, I'm a fairy. I don't know anything about this game. Hugh Hammer, as myself, thought it would be a fun idea, and to his credit, it is, to get two folks in here who know little to nothing about UFO 50 to commentate a bingo game on site. This has been a great fun experience. I can't say I understand a ton of what I've seen, but I think I do. It's we're coming in on the end here. No bingos, no like formal bingos to be made, but that's
I am back.
what I would have. That's what I would have expected. I was telling the chat that I would sort of anticipate no bingos getting made in a sort of expected default game of bingo for UFO 50. I feel like that makes sense to me.
At this point, this game is either going to time in about 20 minutes, just under, or alternatively, Grape is going to reach majority at 13 tiles and pick up the win that way.
I'm trying to think of what. I guess Grape might go back into like Bushido Ball to get their 13.
Potentially.
Because we have. I don't think we saw Grape in Rakshasa, and
Nope.
I mean presumably heckaroni locks in Track World here and gets Kick Club off of the board.
Yeah, we have 4 lives. Kick Club, very fast. I would say 5 lives now. I would say the only concern, there are a couple of levels before the Track World boss that can be a little mean. Oh, taking a shot put there. But right now, I think we're very comfortable in Kick Club.
Yeah, when we saw heckaroni and Kick Club earlier in this match, they seemed fairly on top of it as well.
I think they only pivoted to cover something more important going on.
Yeah, because it was still fairly early in the game at that time, where you sort of have to be a little bit responsive to like, a bingo being aimed at, right?
Mm-hmm. Correctly identifying also that, this top line bingo that's still available, unlikely to happen with the time we have left. Obviously,
Yeah.
Grape could be working on
To be actively in either of them right now.
on role player and could have a lot of progress banked, and it's just a matter of Campanella 3. But if you're not comfortable with either, I don't mind the play of just going for more squares.
It won't happen,
Playing for tiebreakers in the standings. It's not the ideal play, but I don't mind it.
I will say sort of something in connection to that. I think that like if I'm heckaroni and I see that like in our game log, Grape hasn't unlocked anything, hasn't gotten any boxes checked in 20 minutes. If they haven't gotten one of those already, I think there's a safe estimation that they're not going to, right? Like, I think either you're in Campanella 3 and you are banging your head against a wall again and again, or you've already done role player. And the fact that neither have happened visually on the screen is, okay, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That gets Kick Club and makes it much more difficult to get the 13 for Grape.
now is entering Party House himself.
That
So
seems like a gamer it would be very difficult to overtake.
I would say so, but it is possible that Grape busts out. We're also in a different scenario, I think. That is not Best Wishes, that is a Magical Night, which has the benefit of having the Magician, who can swap out star and non-star guests. I think that's good. I think that helps you keep from having all of your star guests show up too soon and end the scenario and give you the win you weren't looking for. And it also guarantees that when you do have all 6 in your Rolodex, that you can have them pop up pretty quickly. So Grape is closer to a theoretical win because he's got the bartenders, which get you a lot of money. He's got the stylists, which help you get a lot of popularity on a lot of units, and you have the photographers, which help you take advantage. So we're seeing Grape with a lot of popularity and soon to be a lot of money.
A much larger house too, but that's sort of by nature of having been in this game for the last 10 plus minutes over heckaroni.
Mm-hmm. You get to do it all one more time. But you know, at some point it will be easier for heckaroni to hit the actual goal as compared to Grape. And it's just a matter of if that matters. It might not. So we're up to 3 genies here. And we just gotta make sure we're popularity maxing.
As one does, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about that on the TikToks.
Just gonna get a hippie in. Oh, no, we're getting a photographer in. I like this. We're fetching our stylist, so now that's a maxed out bartender in terms of popularity. Generating us a lot of money as well.
Did heckaroni start over?
Heckaroni, I think, took a reset. They may have busted out a couple too many times.
It's unfortunate.
That can happen when the cops show up.
Yeah, well, I think that's a pretty bad position to be in at this point in the game for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, there are 8 days left for Grape. And genies are expensive. And dinosaurs cause trouble. So it can still go both ways.
Yeah.
It looks like we're about to have our 4th genie. So we just gotta make sure, if they do all show up at once, we use one of them to bring in the wrestler to kick them out. That's 2 genies. Oh, the cops have shown up for heckaroni once again.
It is funny to see, like, on Grape's side, these giant parties where the cops don't show up, and then on heckaroni's side, you get like 5 people in and the cops are already there.
It's real great when you top deck 3 wild buddies in a row and, you know.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
It's just over immediately. And you know, they are popular, but they bring with them a lot of trouble.
Yeah, for sure. There was a period in time where heckaroni like had to reset, like got cops like 5 times in a row, just like on a 5 house.
Mm-hmm. It can go like that. And with only so much time to build your house and build your hand, it can go haywire. So we're at the point now where I would say it's looking very good for Grape. That is our 5th genie. We have 6 days to pull one more. And then when you have a genie who can fetch any guest and just bring him straight to your party, he's just got to fetch another genie who fetches another genie.
All your genies with 6 stars, yeah.
Just got to go get them all. Well, the genies are star guests.
Yeah.
So it gets even better from there. So we're just 24 popularity away. I don't think we are running out of time. We are just 2 popularity away. Ended just a tiny bit early, and we are going to pick up a dino.
Yeah, I think.
Dino shows up first.
You probably see Grape get this, and then my guess is that both players will go into Rakshasa. I think that's probably the only square that, like, I would think you could get. Yeah, there it is.
That's the square.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what folks will go into.
Hyper Contender.
Okay, sure. Yeah, Hyper Contender and Rakshasa.
Hyper Contender
and
Rakshasa.
Just fully disregarding, no chance of the top line bingo.
It's too hard.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Working in Heckaroni's favor, though, is that Grape's left Joy-Con is now on low battery. I don't know if Voltana would be my pick. So, Hyper Contender, you have to collect 5 rings to win. It's not health-based, it's not number of hits-based. These rings drop when you get hit, a la Sonic, and you just gotta go get them.
Sure.
And every 15 seconds another one spawns in. Once one side has 5, that's the game.
Yeah, and because this is hyper difficult, you're playing 1v2.
Yes. So the thing to know about Voltana is that she's got a jetpack. And her projectiles are diagonal shaped. People have joked about Voltana bingos, where, you're just getting things that are all diagonal from each other, but not on the top left to bottom right diagonals or anything like that. That's a Voltana bingo. Doesn't mean anything? No.
Gotcha. It loops around back. Yeah.
Yeah. The characters in this game all have different movement options and different projectiles, and it's a melee and a projectile attack for each. So Sephi, who you're seeing with the wings, has a peach-like hover. Braz also just gets to flip gravity as he sees fit, and he shoots rockets.
I feel like, and maybe this is just based on the gameplay I'm seeing in front of me, I feel like the stages feel real small for hyper difficulty. I feel like there's not enough space for 3 characters in this arena.
Potentially. The game
with hyper difficulty,
The game already has a little bit of campiness to it. We've switched to Elka, who has a double jump. She's like the most basic movement. She throws daggers that bounce off walls.
Sure, I mean, if it works.
We're using a lot of the short-range fire here. I'm not sure about that, but who am I to say no? I think if I was having to play this, my preferred strategy would be to pick up one of the guys with explosives. But I avoid this goal when I see it, we had a 4-1 lead, and now it's 3-2, and now it's 2-3.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just rough in the Hyper Contender woods.
I mean, I think it said something that like there were 3 or 4 sections, like parts of the bingo that like didn't get touched at all, and like of the things that are left,
They're all hard.
We have a generic, we have 2 difficult ones, and then like the 2 that are being chased after right now. One of which got touched before, right? Rakshasa.
Yeah.
But then Hyper Contender, nobody went into it until now, and even then it was just heckaroni.
Speaking of which, Rakshasa is very close to being cleaned up. We're only 2,500 points away, and Grape has 0 deaths right now on account of a bell drop, which takes away one of your deaths.
That's pretty impressive. I've been focusing more on Hyper Contender.
Yep.
You know, getting an idea of all of the games, but that's pretty good for Grape.
At just over 500 points away, dodging rocks. We're in a situation right now where rocks fall, nobody dies.
Good for them.
We've got our green buddy to tank a hit for us. This next, yep, that should be it.
Yeah,
that's game. GG.
Just barely there, too.
And in just a second here. Welcome back.
GG Grape. Oh my god.
Grape's not back yet. Grape. Grape, the game's over. Grape.
You just, oh, GG.
GG.
Welcome back.
Oh man. The beginning of that game was so brutal. I just like forgot what the fast squares were, and then I was like, oh yeah, there's like Waldorf get 4 puffins, there's onion delivery. Like, I just watched you mark off all the squares, and I was like, oh, I should probably be doing that instead of like dying in World 2 of Kick Club right now.
But no.
I also just like was really not playing well because I died in World 2 of Kick Club twice.
Yeah.
I died to the what's it called? The Seaside Drive Stage 2 boss. I game overed. I cherried Magic Garden and then didn't put my score in. It was just like it was a real.
Saw you go back into Magic Garden, and we were both very confused.
I had given you credit for that without realizing at first.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, it was it is what it is. I also died like 10 times, game over 10 times probably doing that Rakshasa goal.
It was rough.
And then also you sniped me on a couple things, which was very well played. The Magic Garden one, you beat me by like maybe 5 seconds.
Oh no. You sniped the Seaside Drive right as I was about to click it, right as I finished stage 2.
Wow, really?
Heck, you held that? Yeah. You held that longer than what was safe.
I didn't. Wow. For some reason, I thought I could hold that for a while, and
we were watching Grape go through the bonus without you having clicked, and we're like, is Grape going to pull this underneath heckaroni? Having finished it afterwards?
Yeah, I'm never holding a square again.
Yeah, my goal originally was to finish Seaside Drive and get the 4 levels as my last 4 levels there in the bingo.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I also like realized right at the end that there were 4 gold discs that were very doable on this board, so I was like, let me block that while I can.
Yeah, that was also 4-3 by the end of it, I think.
Yeah, I messed up on Magic Garden, and that set me back on the gold discs.
Yeah.
I think technically Heck always had the lead, because Waldorf was a gold disc. No. Grape did Waldorf Cherry first. That's right.
Yeah, I figured you had that after the 4 puffins, and I kind of figured you had Magic Garden, but I was like, I don't know, maybe he doesn't know camouflage, and I can just like.
Grape died.
Oh yeah, and I
in Magic Garden.
didn't know that.
I forgot that camouflage is such a quick gold. I could have definitely done that one too.
Technically, by the time you guys each had 2, you had the fastest golds on the card, because it was Waldorf, Bushido Ball, Magic Garden, and Pin Golf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pin Golf. I wasn't even thinking. I was like, oh, there's 4 easy golds on here, and one of them was camouflage in my brain. I forgot about Pin Golf. This is a very gold-friendly board.
Yeah, it's those 5, and then it falls off from there.
Yeah.
Because I think Onion Delivery is the next best. The list here says Hyper Contender. I slightly disagree.
I think, yeah, camouflage, Hyper Contender, Onion Delivery. I was thinking about Onion Delivery too. Man, I just like wasn't looking at the fast goals at the beginning that you kind of cleaned up, especially like Waldorf and Onion Delivery, and then you also did Planet Zoldath really fast too. I feel like that can be really RNG
really
dependent.
That one.
Yeah. So while you were picking up fast goals, Heck was struggling a little bit through Cyber Owls, and then trying to use that as get me out progress.
And then you marked off get me out, and I was like, okay, never mind. But I died to like every boss that I beat at least once. I died to the Bridge Troll. I died to Road Toad. I didn't die to the Kick Club boss, but I died right before it. I died to the Sea. It was just like I was playing very sloppy. But I'm hopefully still in playoffs. You know, I think 5 and 3 will still.
You are confirmed playoffs.
Get me there.
I don't have the league standings pulled up on something I can easily tab to.
I will have a lower seed, which is a little tricky though. At 5 and 3.
But yeah, you are both confirmed playoffs. I think you can only be passed Heck by a guy who's sitting at 4 and 3 as well. And Grape. So I think you go from 5th seed to probably 6th seed, maybe 7th seed.
Yeah, 6 or 7 sounds about right.
Which means you're probably playing Liz or Ivan. So
yeah,
that's not ideal.
Yeah, no, they're gamers, but you know, I am too. I'm ready to take them down. I played Ivan in week 2 or something. We played close, but definitely he was on his game.
We played.
Yeah, that guy is definitely leveled up. But anything can happen out there, you know, that's what matters.
Yeah, you never know.
That's why we play the games.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Let's...
I am curious, Heckaroni, because this was something that myself and I were discussing a fair bit in like the back fourth of the game. Were you at all ever concerned that Grape was going for a top line bingo with Role Player and Campanella 3?
Role Player was just so bad.
It's very sort of out of prep for this board. It doesn't connect to the board at all.
That was exactly my train of thought. I was like, I didn't even want to think about Role Player because it probably takes like 20 minutes at least, and it didn't have no overlap with anywhere else on the board.
Yeah.
And also the other square unmarked up there was the Campanella 3 reach egg saber only firing forward. That goal, I can't even reach egg saber firing sideways and forwards. Like, I was like, no way Grape's gonna do that. yeah, so top row bingo was not on my mind. Second row bingo wasn't even on my mind until I guess I started doing that gold rush, or like right before I started doing that gold rush, because I was like, wait a minute, there are a lot of games that you can gold disc on this card.
Yeah, we in the caster chat because what we were seeing was Grape had marked V4 levels in 5 different games at like 22, and we were at like 45 at that point, and like Grape hadn't marked anything, and I'm talking with you, and I'm like, I wonder if there's this worry in the back of Heckaroni's mind of like they're in Campanella and they're just grinding it until they get it, and then they're going to spend the rest of the. He was estimating like 10-15 minutes for role player. So we were. I was curious, at least, like the top
I had
one
no
bingo
idea
being
what
the
Grape
only
was
thing
doing.
sort of left as a possible bingo.
I don't know. I started doing the golds, and I was like, let me just do these fast because Grape might be doing this. And then I felt kind of the same way about Track World after nothing was marked. I was like, maybe he's just doing that. Were you just doing Party House the whole time?
I was doing Party House after you marked the gold, yeah.
Yeah, that was
That was a little bit of a snipe. I think I liked
the
Heck's
gold discs.
strategy better. For Party House, going scenario 5 instead of scenario 3. For the magicians. But
Yeah.
at some point, Grape had enough genies and, well buffed bartenders that were giving 9 popularity a pop, and at some point it's just, if you have too many if you have too many star guests, you can just kick them back out if you
Yeah.
and you're never gonna run out of popularity.
Grandmas.
Yeah. I went for scenario 3 because the genies would just let me control like how many star guests were in, because I could just specifically bring in whichever guests I wanted.
Yep.
Using them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you guys have nothing else to say, I'm going to bring us over to the late starting A tier match between Stan and Slam.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Good game.
We got quite the S cast here. It's it's co-casted by Stu, Smo, Skousen, and Svanilla.
It's vanilla.
Yeah.
So everybody's an S.
Alrighty. Well, GG's Grape, and good luck in playoffs. I'll see you there.
GG. Good luck to you too.
Thank you.
Have a good night, folks.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.